mind, let's bring in Ed McCrane right now, Sarasota County Emergency Management Chief and a U.S. Army veteran. So many of our former military in these positions to help people deal with these natural disasters as they come. Ed, thank you so much for being here. Tell us about what you're experiencing and what you're seeing where you are.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to get the word out to the folks. I mean, right now, we really can't do anything else. We have, this morning, when the wind started picking up, about 2 hours ago, we went to 45 miles an hour sustained. I don't know if you can see out of my window, but the trees are really getting tossed around. Our emergency vehicles cannot go anywhere. So we've been sending out those warnings using our emergency alert system to the residents saying, at this point, you're on your own until the storm is over. Please shelter in place, seek safety. We have units in place, 9 tactical first-in teams that were in place last night before the storm, ready to deploy immediately afterwards to clear roadways. We have 12 evacuation centers that are operating, 2 medically dependent operation centers that are operating with about 300 or 400 people. We have over 4,200 in our shelters, which is a low number. In my opinion, I hope that means people stayed with friends or family in a safe home, or they left the area. So we really don't know what we are going to encounter when the wind stops blowing, but we think we're going to be in this for a while tonight. And tomorrow, or first chance we get, we will get out there and see what we got to do to get things back in order.
Yeah, I mean, some of these scenes are just incredible. We're looking at Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda in some of these images as well. You can just see how dark it is in the middle of the afternoon as this comes through. So that's what I was just about to ask you, Ed. You know, as you look at this storm, what's your best estimate in terms of when you will be able to get out and see who needs help, where people are, what it looks like out there?
Well, it's moving pretty slowly. We have weather stations throughout all of our cities, throughout the county, that give us indications on where those are. And my anticipation is that as the storm moves through us, when it clears the south part of the county, where Northport, Englewood, Venice are, we'll be able to give those units the all clear when the winds drop below 39 miles per hour sustained, that they can deploy. And as it continues to traverse to the northeast, the next group, maybe the city of Sarasota, then eventually, Longboat Key is an island. We had to evacuate them completely. So their first responders and first-in teams are at the Sarasota high school area, hunkered down, waiting to deploy. So it'll go from south to north. And the other thing that happens when we stop sending out vehicles at 45 miles an hour, our 911 operators have to handle emergency situations and talk people through how to do it. So our first responders want to get out there. So as we're deploying and clearing the roads, those first responders are getting out to those priority calls as well. And that's probably what will take place. The thing today, what we're doing is we're looking at resources we're going to need. We're setting up locations for logistical staging areas to bring in food, water, and generators and resources like that. So we've been working very closely. We've been told by the state we can expect dozens and dozens of helicopters coming in, rescue teams, Florida Fish and Wildlife. And I've seen this before when I worked for the state emergency response team after getting out of the military. So I know what the resources are there to help us, and we're going to need them. We're going to need them all, especially in the south part of the county.
So talk to me a little bit. This is the first time that Governor DeSantis has been in charge as governor of the state during something of this magnitude. What's the coordination like with his office and you all in Sarasota and places across the state?
It's excellent, definitely excellent. And Kevin Guthrie, the Director of Emergency Management for the Florida Division, he's a friend and an excellent leader. I think he's former law enforcement, exactly, and then in emergency management for many, many years. Him and the governor, and along with the adjutant general and other cabinet members, work very closely with us. The division is actually part of the executive office of the governor. He was here, was it yesterday? I'm sorry, I'm losing track of time, but yeah, I believe it was yesterday morning when Sarasota County was ground zero, so to speak. We were in the track, and everybody thought we were going to get that devastating surge here. He was here immediately in that morning with the director with a general from the National Guard, with the Transportation Secretary. We did a press conference. That's when we announced that we added another evacuation area because of the surge threat increasing. And at that time, he said to me and my leadership team that whatever you need, we're here. We will be there. We're going to have the assets. We're already ramping up. We're collecting those. Kevin's been talking to other state emergency management directors, and the governor's been talking to other governors, and they've already lined up through EMAC, the Emergency Management Assistance Compact, resources and personnel from other states to come in as soon as it's safe. The problem's going to be this storm is traversing across diagonally across the state. It's going to be difficult to get resources in quickly until that wind clears. We had the same situation in 2004 with Francis.
Ed, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. We know you're incredibly busy as emergency management chief at Sarasota County Government, and there's going to be a lot to deal with on the other side of this, but right now it has just made landfall. So we are very much in the heart and the heat of Hurricane Ian, a Category 4, 150-mile-an-hour storm that we are in the middle of right now. And there's the aerial shot. You can see it churning away over Port Charlotte. We just spoke to someone there.